Is it time to declare war on Mexican drug cartels? A warning to our viewers, this video may be disturbing to some. At least 9 U.S. citizens are dead after an apparent ambush on a Mexican highway. You can see the burnt-out remains of the motorcade targeted in the attack. Among those killed are 3 mothers and 6 children, including 6-month-old twins. 8 children survived, but some were seriously wounded. President Trump tweeted right about it, saying, quote, "This is the time for Mexico, with the help of the United States, to wage war on the drug cartels and wipe them off the face of the earth." I want to take this very seriously. I like that President Trump jumped right in and go around the horn and kind of hear your opinions of, do we go to war with the drug cartels? Now they've killed a family. It's Mormons that are both a Mexican and American, and they travel between the borders. Do we go to war now that they've encroached that far?
I really disagree. Honestly, I don't think we should go to war at all. The president of Mexico said it's the worst option. Yep. He said it's not an option. Yep. And so I think they were overstepping here by going to war with them. I also don't know what it's going to do for us. Like, we waged a war in our own country on drugs from the 70s on, and it didn't stop us from finding other sources of illegal drugs coming in here. So I don't know what this is going to solve for us. Why would we go to war with Mexico? I completely disagree.
Okay. I'll tell you why. It's because of the family. You know, we have a white Mormon family that just died in Mexico, and Trump and Congress have been giving the Mexico money, $2.8 billion since 2008, to fight the cartels. Now that this has happened and we have a campaign coming up, he can show how he was tough on ISIS, he can show how he was tough on the cartels, but at the same time, no one's saying anything about the over 100,000 Mexicans that have died since 2006 trying to fight the cartels. So you think
it might be a good blonde white family? I mean, that might be
I'm not trying to use it because of that. I just look at it, he's an opportunist. This is his time to rally the base and show how tough he is. I can show how tough I was on ISIS, I can show how tough I was on the cartels.
How do you feel, Al? Do you?
I don't know. We keep talking about should we go to war. I mean, we, people on this panel, in this room, everybody talks about we until it's time to go pick up a gun and go get in a Black Hawk. Then people don't really volunteer as much, do they? What do you think? We're just going to, this is the civil war where people are going to line up and shoot? I mean, this will be a dirty war. It'll be fought in cities. You wouldn't know who was part of a cartel and who wasn't until we are ready to start seeing young men and women sent back in body bags. We better watch our mouth about whether we're going to send somebody to war or not, because we never go to war. We just talk about it and then send poor folks.
Might I hypothesize we're already at war? Might I hypothesize that Al-Qaeda's killed 5,000 of us maybe since 92, and the opioids and heroin, 94% of which comes from Mexico, kills 500,000
And why are people addicted to heroin? They're addicted to heroin because they got hooked on the opioids from Big Pharma. They then took those drugs off the street and created a nation of people that are addicted to opioids, so they go get them off the street. So that's not Mexico's fault. Mexico has been supplying this country with cocaine and other kinds of drugs that Americans are taking.
Okay, but
so let's be honest about it. They're not sending it. Is it piling up on the streets?
So let's not,
where's all this cocaine?
So let's not have a bag over our head and say we're not already there. We're going to spend billions in the health industry with opioids addiction. We're going to lose 500,000 Americans in 10 years. It's our border. Now they're killing Americans. You don't think at some point we're already there?
I think we've been killing Americans for a long time. It's which Americans are getting killed,
I hear you.
And which makes people upset.
All right, let us know what you guys think.